Just start out sitting comfortably. Now, this might not be comfortable for some of you, so you might just want to get a little cushion or a towel and pop that under your bottom to lift you up a little higher so your hips and your knees feel more comfy and you can sit up straight. Place your hands around your rib cage, fingers to the front, thumbs to the back. Breathe in through your nose. And sigh out. And as you breathe in, push your hands sideways. And out. As you exhale, pull up your pelvic floor muscles, breathe in. And sighing out. One more time, breathing in. And sighing out. So your Pilates breath is what we'll use throughout the class. But if you find that when you do that, you hyperventilate and you start to feel dizzy, just easy breathe, whatever feels comfortable to you. We're still sitting up tall. Don't start sinking. Sit up nice and tall. You want to start from your neck. Your neck is part of your spine. So the first thing I want you to do is just to draw your chin back. Let it go forward again. Now try and draw your chin back. So you're tucking there. So when I ask you to sit up tall or to stand up tall, we don't want to do this. A lot of people lift their chin. Even when I go to measure people up against the wall, they do this and it actually makes you shorter. You want to draw your chin back and think about lengthening up through the back of your neck. You're trying to get your ears in line with your shoulders. So ears and shoulders and hips and eventually your knees and your feet. Once you've got that tucked in and lengthened position, you can start to just turn head to one side, back to the middle, head to the other side, and back to the middle. And make a little mental note if one side feels tighter than the other. I definitely am a little bit tighter that way than I am going in this direction. So what you can do is a bit of assistance. Keep the chin tucked in. Turn and actually push to go a little bit further. Bring it back. Same on the other side. You can either do that or you can push if you wish. It's up to you whether you want to push or not. And back to the center. Shoulders up and down a few times just to relax. Sitting tall, breathing in. And as you sigh out, ear to shoulder, sideways, and back up. Other way, side and back up. So these are the sort of exercises that you could do if you were working, sitting in front of a computer, at a desk, and you find you've been forward flexed for a long time. Start by lifting up, taking those breaths, tucking the chin, and then just go back into those little, either side to side, turning from one corner to the other, just to loosen off your neck and your shoulders. From now, we're going to go lying down. So I want to focus a little bit more into the spine, working our way down. Now we'll go all the way down to the lower back to begin. Feet together, knees together, and arms resting out to the side. And just gently let your knees roll from side to side. Now when you're doing this, when you want to keep your legs together, so try and think about squeezing something between your knees. What could be something special? A winning lottery ticket. Not the $5 consolation prize. I'm talking like the big one. Hold that lottery ticket very firmly in between your legs. So you're keeping the legs together, and that helps you to keep your pelvis in line. So these are easy. You're supported, your weight's on the floor. Feels good. You can do this when you wake up in the morning. If you've got room in your bed, otherwise pop onto the floor. Do a few lumbar rolls. Now if you could do one more, finish it and face towards me so you're going onto your side. Your hands come behind your head. So your elbows are in, body to the side, knees bent. Inhale as you open up, turning and looking away. And exhale to come back to the front. So these are your thoracic rolls. You're rolling through the upper part of your back. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. So before we're working in your lower back, just moving the lower back. Now you're moving your upper back. Some of you are going to be better at this than me. If you've got very hypermobile joints, you can probably get your shoulder and arm all the way to the floor. Whereas I don't go quite so far. But you're just trying to mobilize through that upper back, including the neck because you're turning your head. We'll roll this last one onto your back. And again, you're rolling your knees side to side. Now my true beginners are just going to keep their feet on the floor. People who are a little bit more intermediate level, pop your legs up in the air, lightly press your lower back into the floor, and see my feet are slightly higher than my knees. Same exercise. but a little bit more challenging with your legs in the air. You don't have the support from the floor. If you feel any pain or discomfort, put your feet back down on the ground. Oh, did anybody just get a little click? I got a tiny little click in my back then, so something just got back into alignment. Don't be frightened of that, so long as it doesn't hurt. If it just felt, oh, I clicked back into place, that's okay. You're breathing on this one. It's inhale as your legs go across your body. Exhale to come back, and you exhale and contract the abdominal muscles. Inhale, looking away from your feet, and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale. Now you can simply roll over and have your back to me, but I think I'm going to turn around. So that might be a little bit rude of me having my back to you. So just coming around, so you're on the other side now for your thoracic rolls. Breathing in to open and sighing out to close that up. Sometimes they call these the book openings because you're like a book. I guess one day they won't know what a book is, but for now we're okay. We still remember what books are. Breathing in and sighing out. One last time, breathing in and sighing out. Good. From there, let's go face down. So you've worked on the rotation of your lower back, upper back, and also into your neck. But now I've got to do a little bit of extension, which is fantastic. Even just every day, sitting in this position here, with your shoulders down, letting your belly relax, letting your legs relax, and just sort of sinking. It's so good for your lower back. Because if you think about your lifestyle, if you think about where you're sitting down a lot of the time and you're forward flexed, your spine is dying to go this way. Be careful of the neck again though. So not this. Stretching out the front, because if you stretch out the front, you're squashing up the back, and you can probably hear it in my voice. It doesn't sound comfortable. So if I bring my chin back into alignment and think of the neck as part of the spine, stretching out long, that's where you'd like to be. Bring it down into the diamond press, so you make a diamond with your hands. Thumbs under your forehead. Shoulders pull down, breathe in. And as you sigh out, slowly press up. Then inhale, lower that back down. Exhale. So this is an upper back extension. Keep the tips of your ribs on the floor. So as I lift, tips of the ribs are still on the floor. I'm not going all the way up. Hands and elbows stay on the floor. Great. One more of those. Breathing out, shoulders down, stretching the legs away, pressing into the floor. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is put one hand in front of your face. The other hand goes at the side like you're going to do a push-up, so it's not too close. It's a little bit wider to give your shoulder room to move. We combine extension and rotation. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, you come up into the extension, but then you push and twist and look over your shoulder as far as you can and bring that back down. Now it's really important as you do this one to take your eyes on a journey. Really let your eyes turn, because your neck is going to follow the position of the eyes. So the more you turn the eyes, the more your chin will go, the more your neck will rotate. So that's a really nice one. Extension and rotation. Up and around, turning to the side and down, and we'll take that on the other side. So switch it around, one in front, one at the side, breathing in. Lift and rotate. Another thing to think about as you're turning, keep both hip bones on the floor. So lift and turn and watch that that hip didn't lift to go too far. You want your upper body turning. And again, breathing out, around the corner. Shoulders down, we'll do two more. Exhale, lift and twist, stretch your legs away. And lower down. And one more time, breathing out, lift and twist, around and down. To strengthen your back, reach your hands down, pull the fingers towards your feet, looking down. So you feel like a human spear. Breathe in, And as you breathe out, just lift the chest, lift the chest, lift the chest. Squeeze everything. The legs are reaching away, the arms are reaching out. We're not lifting the chin. You're long in the back of the neck and lower down. 4 more of those. And shoulder blades pull, fingers reach, legs reach out. Squeezing your back muscles, stretching through your legs. And lower down. So rather than mobility, we're now doing strength for the muscles. Great for your posture. And down. Strengthening the muscles in the posterior chain, all through your legs, your back, your arms, and down. Sit it back, knees apart, and stretch out. Now, one of the things we spoke about a little bit earlier is that for you to have great posture, you need to have a strong core. You need to have that strong base. So let's turn over now onto your back again and focus a little bit more on core training. We've mobilized your spine. We've done some extension and some flexion. So just here, all I'd like you to do is maintain neutral. So your spine doesn't change. Your tummy is in. Your back's not flat. Your back's not arched. It's just somewhere in the middle. Pulling up your pelvic floor, making your tummy tight. Breathe in and start with leg float. Exhale up. Inhale down. Feels pretty easy. Exhale up. Inhale down. Watch the rib cage. Just close your ribs down. Bring it back. Breathing out as you lift up. Breathing in as you lower. Exhale to float that up. Inhale to bring it down. You're still in neutral spine the whole time. Breathing out to lift up. And lower to take it to the next level. Take one leg up. Keep your tummy in. Take the second leg up to join it. So they're both in the air now. Feel the difference? Tummy had to work a lot harder to hold your legs up. Reverse float. Touch one down and bring it back. Other side. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring that back. Breathing in. Sighing out. Soft ribs. How are you going? You're starting to feel a little bit of tension, which is good. And again, lower. Aim for 2 more. You can do it. Breathing in and sighing out. One more time. Breathing in, sighing out. Float one foot down. Float the other foot down. And you probably feel like stretching your legs all the way out and your arms out just to lengthen the body. And in fact, what you could do, reach your right arm and your right leg and stretch them in the opposite direction. So you're stretching all along the side of the body. That's a good one to do in the morning. You're yawning. And then the other side, stretching out one arm and one leg. It feels so good. So think about it. If you've been kind of tucked up in bed all night, to do that lovely lengthening would be fantastic. Now, if you lie on your back, cross your ankles and let your feet just flop down and separate your knees. Grab a hold of those knees and just start to rock your knees towards your shoulders. This is my all-time favorite go-to exercise if my lower back is feeling tight. So if you've been standing for a long time, or if you've been walking and for whatever reason your lower back is feeling tight, you need the floor because you want to just be supported. You don't want to have to hold on to anything. You need to just really relax, holding these. Make sure the knees are not together, they are apart, so you can really sort of open up through your hips and starts to create a little bit of space in your back. And you can do this for like 30 seconds on one side. Then you could switch it over, put the other one on top. Do about 30 seconds on the other side. Just rocking that in towards your shoulders. Slow and steady. It's a beautiful exercise for your back. So also, what you need to do, as well as strengthening through your tummy, you need the support through your pelvis, and that means your glutes have to work a little bit for you. So find that neutral position again, place your hands down. Another great exercise to do is that rolling bridge. You're going to scoop your tummy in, so you're bracing the tummy, turning and rolling and squeezing your bottom until you get all the way up to this position. Now, when I say this position, it's a little bit lower than what you might do in a yoga class. In yoga, they're working on your flexibility and mobility. They go up a lot higher, really pushing up into the neck. But for now, you just want to be working with the ribs connected towards the hips, tips of the shoulder blades on the ground, and you're creating length here. So glutes on, hamstrings working, tummy working, but your neck is relaxed. That's the focus. And then try and roll that back down again. That usually feels quite good. Breath in, sigh out, scoop and roll. Pressing your arms down, breathing in at the top. And as you sigh out, slowly softening and melting down. You can feel your spine. Each one gets a little bit better. So the first one might have felt a bit wonky. But then as you progress, you start to get smoother with your moves. You get more control. Inhale. And exhale. Softening from the top of the ribs. Rolling down. Make sure your feet are staying in contact with the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Pelvic floor tilts. Pushing up. Lifting to the top. Hold this one up. And then lift one foot. Breathing out. Up. And down. Other foot. Up. And down. Now if that's too strong for you, you could just take your arms in the air and just hold that position in there. Otherwise, keep going. Lifting and lowering. So there's two different variations there. Sometimes the alternating legs can be a little bit too much if someone's got a sensitive lower back and not quite strong enough yet. So you just hold it with your 2 feet down. 4 more. Breathing out. 4. Exhale up. 3. Watch that you're not dropping. Keeping the hips up. 2. And 1 more. Press. And then roll that all the way down. How about another knee hug? But this time, legs together and tracing circles with your knees. So you're massaging your lower back into the floor. That feels good. And then take those circles back the other way. Easing that back and around. So you feel that beautiful massage into your back. Okay. Take your time to turn over one more time. With your back extensions, before I was doing the small diamond press, but this time it's a bigger one. So relax your bottom. Usually I tell you to tighten. This time it's soft bottom, soft tummy. And you're going to just slowly, elbows back, press your way up. And in that position there, let your belly sag.